Hello YouTube, how is everybody doing this evening? I hope all is going well for you guys. So we are here for my Tuesday video. And on my channel Tuesdays, I do Top Tuesdays. So a little bit about the yarn first. I'm using a Caron Skinny Cakes in the colorway Grape. Now it's a size 3 yarn. It calls for 4mm or US 5. I'm using 4.25, that's hook or needle size. It is 100% acrylic, 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 727 meters, and 795 yards. Now, had you been watching my channel for about a month now, I'm thinking, month and a half, when I first started doing this segment on my channel, I had picked a top out, which was from Crystal over at Bagel Day. I still intend to make that blanket or that top. I just am going to do something different regarding it, because using the Caron cakes, I find the rounds, like the stripes, are one round each, and they're too thin, and because they go horizontal, and me being a plus size woman, does not work very well. So I am still planning on making that top, not till sometime in the new year. So what top am I making? I am making, I believe it's called the Hexagon Cardigan. Now, give me a minute here just to organize. Oh, I got this tangled. Okay, so I did not write down the YouTuber that I'm learning this pattern from. I'm sorry, I will try and link them down below. And the thing is, this is our creator spotlight for the month of January for over at Erin's Crafting Kitty Creator Spotlight. So, at the moment, I've done until I got to the point where there's, between the corners, there's 18 clusters of double crochets. So, I'm trying to show this to you guys the best I can. Yes, it does kind of sit funky because it's a granny square pattern, but it's done in a hexagon shape. Okay? Now you may be sitting there thinking, well, that's kind of weird. And yes, it is. And I'm going to fold it as if I'm putting it into the sweater shape. We'll pretend this is, say, the front left panel, because for some reason every time I kind of pin it together, it's the left side I try it on. So the stripes that are going horizontal section would be the arm, and it comes down to about here or so on my forearm, which is not a bad length. And then the stripes going vertical would be the body of the sweater. Now at the moment, like I said, I've only gotten to this point on panel 1, and I have started panel 2. Uh-oh, stitch is slipping out. Hold on, let me rip that back so that I can quickly redo that in a moment. So anyways, I did start panel 2. It's not very far. Only four rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 rounds. So panel 2 started. Now, for panel 1, out of the cake, the one that is still joined. Now this first cake, I got it in 2 balls due to when I first started using this cake to make the other top, there was a tie-on in the yarn, and I cut the tie-on out because I didn't like the way they did it when they made the cake. I just never joined the 2 pieces of strands. So this is the one that is attached to the body of panel 1. And this is what I have of the rest of that cake. This is where the tie-on was. Now, so this gives you an idea how much is left out of each cake. Now, when I get panel 2 made to the same point as panel 1, I'm going to pin So this would be the shoulder area. This would, like I said, be my forearm area. I'm going to pin it in a few spots across to form the arm. And then we'll say this one here, the burgundy or the pinky color here at the back. So that's the back. Okay. So when I have panel 2, which again would be then this way. So then if this was panel 2, the white we'll say is the back. I'm going to pin those together, just the back sides. And then I'm going to try it on because I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is stitch from the arm to the shoulder together. And then I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is up the back, over the shoulder, and down the front. I'm going to have to do probably 2 to 4 back and forth of just the granny square stitch on both panels. And then once I know that it's wide enough to come across my back and it's not stretched or anything like that, and it fits me comfortably, then I'll call it for that part. Then the problem becomes, because the arm section, the length, I'm okay with for now, and the circumference of said sleeve fits me even in the armpit size, so it's well fitted there. The only thing is in the body, it's short, and I want it longer. So once I do those few front over the shoulder to the back, and then back kind of thing, stripes attached, and then I attach it up the back till it gets to my collar bone, like my back of my neck area. Then at the bottom of the 2 panels, I'm going to do the same idea. Front to the back. So I'll start in the front corner of one side, go around, go across the back of it, and then go across the back of the other one, over to the front. Do it till it's a good length that I like, where it sits about the hip area, because that's where I like to wear my sweaters if possible. Then from there, once I get all that done, I will then determine how I'm going to do the sleeves. I'm not sure if I'm going to add just a small little cuff, or if I'm going to do like a rib sleeve of some kind all the way down to the wrist and like decrease it a little bit first and then come down. Haven't thought that far ahead, and do it as a rib, so it'd be like a long cuff idea, which I'd be okay with that. And then I can always fold it up part way if, I don't want it right down to the wrist. With, like I said, how much yarn I got left over from the first cake, obviously I'll have about that same amount left over the second cake for the second panel. That should give me definitely enough to do a few rows. Hopefully I got to do up the front, down the back, to make the back section wide enough that they will join, and then still have enough between the 2 cakes to do the bottom section. Then if there's enough for the sleeve, that's going to be iffy. I don't know if I'm going to have to get a 3rd cake or not. If it comes down to I've only got a little bit left, I may just do just a couple rounds of like single crochets or something and not make it a full sleeve. I'm okay with that as well, especially if you wear like a long sleeve underneath it, like a plain long sleeve shirt. So that's the top I'm working on. Hoping, fingers crossed, this is a one and done attempt and not 3. Because like I said, that one from Crystal over at Bagel Day, it took me, 3 attempts to make it, and I finally, on the 3rd one, said, nope, I don't like it. So there's my top. Now, normally for things we're making Thursday, the last Thursday of the month, I will do like a slideshow of other items I made that fall in the same category. Well, with this last Thursday of this year, or this month being Christmas, this Thursday I'm going to do a video with a slideshow, because I've already shown you the item I made for the month in a previous video. If you guys want to check that out, it's the little ornament I made. It's just a little fancy little circle with white, a green, and a red in it. It turned out really cute. It's supposed to be actually originally a coaster. I kind of like it as a tree ornament, or if I haven't put the bell on it, because I'm debating on if I still want to put a bell in the center and hang it like on my apartment door, so when people go in and out, it jingles a little. So haven't decided that yet or not. But I've already got the pictures already put into an album thing, so I can do a slideshow kind of idea to show you past things I've made. So I'm going to do that on Thursday. Then on Sunday, I will be doing my head to toe winter knits project for you guys. And then next Monday, the mandala blanket again. Now, I did mention in the past video, normally Saturdays I work on the loom. I'm sitting here staring at my looms right now. I've got no interest in them. I don't. I know I've made 2 hats and a cowl. Well, it was supposed to be a cowl, but my bind off was way too tight. So I could do hats on them, no problem, especially if it's just a standard stitch hat. But I don't want to just do hats all the time on the loom. So I really don't know what I'm going to do with this loom kit. I'll probably hold on to it. That way, there's a time where going to the camper and I don't have anything in particular I'm working on, I can grab one of the looms, grab some yarn, take it with me, whip up a hat. But I'm getting rid of the looms for on Saturdays videos. And I'm thinking come the new year, my Saturday theme is going to become Sock Saturdays. I've got to wait after Christmas due to I've got a good set of DPNs that are small enough that I could use for socks, but I like doing the 2 at a time toe up version of socks. And the circular needle, I did do my last pair of socks on where the cable joined the needle. It cracked on me and broke. So hubby and I talked, a few months back about ideas for me for Christmas, yarn related. And I mentioned to him about this new kit of knitting needles I'd like to get because I don't have a lot of sizes, especially in the circular needles. And I prefer the circulars over the long ones due to if I'm sitting at my table at the trailer, they clip like when I'm, mimicking the knitting. Usually this one, my right needle, clicks on the table all the time and it drives me nuts. And then same if I'm working on the circulars and I gotta set it down, especially if it's some of a smaller project, I can move the project onto the cable part of the knitting needle, set it down, and the chances of them falling off is slim to none. Now I do know he's got my Amazon gift card purchase because I grabbed it off the rack and showed it to him, but I don't get it till Christmas. Can't spend it till then. So I'm thinking I'll probably hold off till the new year before I actually order the knitting needles and decide then which kit I want to get. Just because that way Amazon will hopefully slow down a little, get kind of caught up from the Christmas rush, and I can get my new knitting needles. I do have some sock yarn because I've got sock yarn last year for Christmas. I only got 1 skein of it. And I'm thinking of getting another skein in the same size or the same colorway so I can work both socks up at once. And I know I've got enough. I'm not chancing running out. But yeah, I do want to pick up a few different sock colorways in this yarn I've got already. So that's got to wait till the new year as well until I got a little bit of money to do so. Because I have a funny feeling now that I had a nice little amount in my PayPal that once I get the Amazon gift card, I can go with the more expensive kit that I was looking at. Spoil myself a little. Gotta spend my PayPal somehow, right? And I've already transferred it. It's in the process of being transferred over to my bank account so that I can use the gift card and my bank account as one kind of thing and order the kit. So I'll have to wait till the new year and I can show you guys that. But next Thursday, I'll show you the few other items that I got for Christmas. And then, like I said, once the knit needles come in, I'll show you guys that. So there are going to be a few changes on my channel. Upcoming, the Thursday. For those who, like I said, been around on my channel for a while, you guys know for my head to toe winter knits, I show you guys projects in my book, the Head to Toe Winter Knit book, and I let you guys know which ones are available. You guys vote. That's the item I make. I think come Thursday, and I've had this book now in my stash of books for a little while, like a couple years pre-pandemic, I believe. And it's Cuddly Animals to Crochet. 28 cute toys to make and love. And here is the cover of said book. I hope you guys are able to see it without too much of a glare. So they have like farm animals. They have animals from the forest. Here, let me go to the front. I'll read you all the areas. We have forest animals. We have farm animals, animals from Africa, animals from Asia, animals from Australia, animals from South America, and water animals. Now let me see if I can find you one I can show you. We'll show you the fox. How beautiful and colorful the diagrams are. So I'm thinking in the new year as well. I'm not going to do this till the new year. Because I know I'm going to have to go get yarn for a lot of these animals. Probably pretty much all of them. Some of them I can just kind of go with whatever color I wish. But if I want to kind of try and make them true to proper colors, I don't have much. I think one of my favorite ones I can't wait to make is the koala bear. It's one of my favorites, I think, in the book. And there's the koala bear. I think it's so cute. Now, some of the yarns they use, like that's done with like a striping variegated type yarn. Obviously, if I'm going to make a koala bear, I'm going to do it gray. But yeah. And then same with the kangaroo. It's in funky colors as well. And I really don't think kangaroos come in this colorway. So yeah. But I'm going to do this the same idea as I do with my head to toe winter knits. And I will put up a video, show you the 3 patterns you get to choose from and have you guys vote on them. And then I go ahead and make it. And while I'm making that, I put up the next poll and run it the same way I'm doing my head to toe winter knits. But that will be new project in the summer. My Wednesdays and Thursday videos are still going to stay the same, or Wednesdays and Fridays, sorry, are still going to be the same. So Wednesday whips and Fridays finish objects. And these will be items I make that are not set theme day. And that'll be like if I'm doing projects for fun or if I'm participating in a make-along and these are the projects I'm making. Other than that, my head to toe winter knits project, which is Sundays, is staying the same. My mandala Monday is staying the same. Now I do want 1 month or one of the Mondays between the mandala blankets do a mosaic blanket. I actually watched a video on that recently on how to read the charts and what the symbols mean. And I'm like, that's kind of cute actually, and it doesn't seem that hard. So I'm thinking after I get my knitting needles, after that my PayPals I win, I'm going to save up and then look to see what kits Mary Maxim has and order an actual full kit, like the pattern, the yarn, everything from Mary Maxim. So that'll be sometime, who knows when. But I do plan on doing a mosaic one. But right now I'm sticking with mandalas. And actually, the one I'm currently using for the blanket I'm making, I actually went on her channel and to kind of look, see what other videos she has. It's all doilies and mosaic blankets. It's pretty much the only style of crocheting she does. And it's just like, whoa, I can get a lot of ideas from her. So yeah, my Mondays blankets are going to stay the same. My Tuesday tops are going to stay the same. And then back to Wednesdays with the whips. So anyways, I've kept you guys long enough. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, maybe consider hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you know when I come out with videos. Thumb up or thumb down would be very appreciated, or a little comment. maybe a share out here or there. I'd appreciate that. And I will see you guys all soon. Bye for now.